Yes,
we can.
Very clearly.
Okay, you want me to get going now?
Yes,
Go
please.
ahead. It's all yours, Ed.
All right, well, my name is Ed Schaefer, and in 2005, I had an utterly and complete nervous breakdown. The doctors were very, very worried and concerned for my life. I also was diagnosed with heavy metal poisoning. At that time, I tried to search for some answers, and I wound up, first of all, going to Western doctors, Western medicine, and I was given prescription after prescription. That actually made me worse. My health got even worse, and in 2007, I was forced to sell my business. I became addicted to some of the prescription drugs, and this is something that I did not put on my written testimony, but I was shipped down to a rehab center in Florida in 2007 to try to detox from one of the prescriptions. As I arrived there, they did a complete evaluation and stuck me in with all sorts of drug addicts and alcoholics, and it was a horrible place. It was a lockdown facility. I was stripped naked, and of course they did a complete body search, and for 3 weeks it was total horror. They took the prescription away from me in 5 days, which should have taken 6 months. They told me at one of the interventions that I had about a 3% probability of survival. For some reason, and I think I really don't know why, I survived that and was shipped back home 23 days later. When I got back home, my condition was even worse, could not get out of bed. I finally decided to try alternative medicine, and the first doctor I went to gave me some blood work and said that I had heavy metal poisoning, and most of it was from the fillings in my teeth. It was mercury poisoning. I went through having all the cavities removed from all my teeth, all the fillings, and then I went through chelation, which if nobody knows what that is, that's IV treatments. I did that for 8 months. When that was all over with, I felt a little bit better, but I still was not able to work. I also started experiencing something called extreme sensitivity. I could not take normal medications. My days were filled with mostly sleeping during the day and trying to eat whatever food I can get a hold of. I lost quite a bit of weight and was in pretty bad shape. I tried some other treatments, and I turned to a multi-level marketing company that promised me that they would get me well. And I bought all their products and started taking them, and that didn't work. To make a long story short, I took as many as 30 to 40 different products in the matter of a year. Nothing seemed to help me at all. My heart started palpitating a lot, and wound up getting a complete workup on my heart and found out that that was okay. And I finally just decided that that's the way I was going to live the rest of my life. Fast forward, I've known Gina Bender for a couple of years from another company, and we just happened to connect on one of the websites, and she asked me to call her, and I did give her a call, and she started telling me about the company and especially about the Prodovite. I was a little bit skeptical because of all the things I've been through, but I thought I would give it a try. This is now about a week and a half ago. I finally received the product, and with my extreme sensitivity, I was a little bit wary about taking the first dosage. So I actually took half the dosage. I took half a capsule, and I swished it around in my mouth. I did everything I was told to do. Within about 5 or 6 minutes, I noticed that everything seemed clearer. And to explain that, that's like I was getting out of a brain fog. After that, some of the other symptoms seemed to have let up, not go away completely, but let up. And I decided to do the other half. And I ingested the other half of the capsule. Again, I diluted it in water because I was afraid of my sensitivity might get in the way. After a couple of days on the Prodovite, I was only working 2 or 3 hours a day. I was able to work a full day for the first time in almost 10 years. Everything seemed okay for the first 2 or 3 days. Then I had one of my episodes, which happens every once in a while, and my body went into what I call an excess mode, where everything kind of shakes. My head shakes, my body shakes, and I was getting scared. I thought that something else was happening, And I said, well, at least try my supplement again. And I took another capful that morning. Within about 2 or 3 hours, everything completely went away, and I felt back to normal again. All I can say right now is that the changes in my body are just very profound, and Prodovite is just truly amazing. And that's my story.
That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome.
Truly awesome. As someone said a couple of weeks ago, it makes me smile to know that you are where you really need to be.
Yeah, this is Steve. I want to thank you for sharing, because as you brought out some other details tonight too that you hadn't written about, you obviously been through some things that nobody should have to go through, and it's certainly courageous of you to feel comfortable enough to talk about it. So I appreciate that, and certainly you have a ways to go yet, and keep doing all the right things. But it's thrilling to know that you've made the progress to the point that you have, and thank you again for sharing it.
Well, thank you all, and thank you for bringing that product to me.
It's our pleasure, Ed. I just, again, you, as I was telling somebody else that gave a testimony, you can't know how your testimony gives people encouragement and new hope to pursue something. Again, these are no magic bullets. The products don't diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any diseases. It's just super good nourishment for the body that gets in and helps the body perform the miracles that it is genetically designed to accomplish. So it's the body that's miraculous. The products are premium quality, and the engineering is great. But Steve and I never cease to be amazed at the results that people get. And I just, again, want to thank you for the fact that you are inspiring others to continue on, and we really want to stay close and be a part of your improvement as you improve, and assist you in any way in helping to reach out and touch other people.
Oh, thank you so much for everything. I appreciate it.
It's our pleasure.
And I'd also like to take a minute to thank Gina Bender for having the courage to make that phone call initially. So wonderful for Gina. And Ed Schaefer, what a guy you are. I'm really proud of you, and I'm proud that you stood up and told your story. And I don't think that's going to be the last time you're going to share that, because people are going to want to hear it. So thank you so much, Ed.
Thank you again.